Hello, YouTube. It's been a long time, and I wanted to make this video because maybe I can connect with other people who've had these experiences, maybe not. Let me just jump right into it. I recently was diagnosed with Gilbert syndrome. I've had it my entire life. I've always had high levels of bilirubin. It's always been on my blood work, but no one has ever given me an official diagnosis until like a few months ago. And basically it's a liver condition where, due to a gene mutation, the liver does not properly process bilirubin. So you get a buildup of bilirubin in your blood. Most doctors say that it's benign, and I think for a lot of people it is, and the extent to which they experience symptoms is just yellowing, jaundice of the skin, eyes, like that. But from reading more about it and seeing other people's accounts and my own experience, it's really clear that it's not benign. There's a lot of symptoms that go along with it. And for me, the main symptoms seem to be fatigue, muscle cramps, and I'm talking really fatigue to the extent that I can't do anything. And the last 2 years for me have been a lot of really up and down, and a lot of it's just been a challenge. It's been a challenge to really just kind of carry on with my usual life the way that I have lived in the past. And through even more research, I believe, and it seems to be the case, that there's a connection with hormones, and especially the way that the hormones are processed in the liver, and Gilbert syndrome. So, I've seen a few trans women talk about their symptoms improving, once they transitioned, but it seems that testosterone could be something that is triggering or aggravating it even more. And for years I've been on a really low dose. For years I was on less than 0.25. And my T levels were low, in the 300, 400s, and a couple months ago they were even below 300. So I'm now on a little bit of a higher dose, 0.3, but I feel like my body is having trouble processing that dose, even though my T levels are really still only in the 400s, so it's not even that high. Another thing that is, I've often had high hemoglobin and high hematocrit from T, and that was a reason that I kept my dose really low, but it obviously didn't make me feel great. So the other thing is that hemoglobin is also broken down into bilirubin. And then if I have, this is all me, this is my speculation, if I have a lot of hemoglobin, then that's broken down to bilirubin. My liver is having trouble processing the extra bilirubin. It feels like this cycle that I just don't really know how to solve. I've seen a couple supplements that are supposed to help with the liver function, but because most doctors say it's a benign condition, there's really nothing, no treatment plan, which is incredibly frustrating, and which is one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video, in case other people have had this experience, or just to see, if I can connect to people who have other knowledge that I don't have. I had one major episode pre-T, where I had the fatigue. I felt no energy. It kind of felt like I had a baseball hit my chest. That's what it felt like. And I was out for maybe a week, And then since I've been on T now for 8 years. And the first few years I didn't experience symptoms that caused me, interruption of my life. But the last 2+ years, it's really been just trying to maintain some form of ability to get through the day, which is another challenge. It makes it really hard to work. It makes it hard to, do the things I need to do on a daily basis. So, I feel at a point where I have to figure out this on my own, I'm not getting a lot of information from doctors. Everything else in my blood work usually looks good, but it is something that I know has affected me my entire life. It's made me extra sensitive to basically anything that I put into my body. I can't have coffee, can't have caffeine. I've never, I used to drink it, but I haven't had it for many, many years. And I really have to eat on a pretty regular schedule. Fasting is not good. That also increases bilirubin. I have to get enough sleep. All the things that, are good for most people, I just have to be really, really on top of it. Like I can't not do these things even for a little bit, which I think has been frustrating for me, and it feels like I have to take a lot of extra stuff into consideration just to kind of have a normal life. So I kind of feel like I've been going on and on for a while. I'd love to hear if anyone else has had this experience, if there are any trans guys specifically on testosterone, trans masculine folks on testosterone who have Gilbert's, who have any symptoms. I'd love to chat, so let's talk about it.